Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Midnight Broadcasting Network's um, Dirt Posse Series race. This evening, tonight, will be at the Texas Dirt Track, presented by Ronin Imports. Got an exciting lineup here for you guys tonight. An exciting race. Real quick shout out to the man that makes all this happen, their Smoke Fan, who's not been feeling well the past day and a half or so. But we wish him the best, and I hope that we see him racing tomorrow night in the Reload Energy Cup Series. He's coming off of getting drafted by Stuart Haas Racing yesterday in the NASCAR Heat Pro Series, so it's a big thing. But yeah, I'm joined in the booth here with NRG.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a good one tonight. A lot of fast guys in here, as usual. I say that every time I'm in the booth because we always have fast guys in here. Uh, no shocker here. Guy starting on the pole tonight, Hyper, who last week, series of unfortunate events, lost the race, didn't get a good finish. He's barely leading in the points in the series now. Smoke's behind him, but unfortunately he's going to have to miss out on a night, like you mentioned, for some personal reasons. But yeah, huge shout out to him. This is his league. He does this. He makes this happen. And I think that, you got some core guys in here that are really going to take this series places. Hyper, Bellevue, AGT. He has been clutch from the moment that he stepped foot in here. So there's a lot of good guys in here. Charlie, he's always good, but we go back to it. Hyper, he's on the pole. Definitely has something to prove tonight. Lost the race last week, and after he led a lot of laps, and late race caution came out, and it's just kind of what happens. But I think we're at another small track tonight. You're gonna see some side by side. You never know. I mean, these guys here, their cars are so dialed in that on these restarts you're gonna see it three wide probably. But is there anybody on the list here in the order that you think might win tonight?
Hyper's always somebody to watch out for. He's been dominant in every dirt race that we've seen here. Who else? David Wallace obviously is really good as well. MXT, he had a good showing last week. Just a lot of good guys. Bellevue. I can't make a pick because there's a lot of talent out there.
I did the dirt series racing for a while. Even if I had a good setup, I was 2/10 off the pace. I'm just not good at it.
Same.
But I also see another guy here, B2 Racing, qualifying second. He's on the outside line tonight. They'll be coming out of 4. They're not going to do our typical starting at the start-finish line. They're going to do typical dirt stuff where they, are coming out of 4 and they're on it. So he'll be on the outside there. Look for him. He qualified second, and he's starting second after the heats. Pretty close times, within it was almost identical. So they were the only Hyper and B2 were the only two guys that hit 14.2 in qualifying. There was quite a few guys, especially in the second qualifying group, that were in the threes. But it was pretty tight from first to last, so I expect to see some good racing tonight.
Yeah, man. Definitely going to be a lot of good racing, a lot of tight racing out there. You had mentioned the restarts and all that, and it's going to be an exciting race. But
How much dirt have you done?
not too much. I
Yeah.
like to stay away from it.
Smoke tried to he tried to recruit me into it, and I'd test with him, but that was about as welcoming as it gets for me. You appreciate when he sends you an invite, but when you're just testing with him, it don't matter.
Yes.
I'm about 15 seconds. I might as well go lap down after lap one when you're following around some of these guys. I can't do this dirt stuff, man. I appreciate it. And a lot of these guys, they bought this game strictly to just run some dirt. You've seen a couple of them step out of their comfort zone, come race some asphalt with us. David Wallace is one of them. And the few times that I've seen him in some of our broadcasts over the past, almost month and a half now, he seemed to be strong there. So, all you gotta do is give somebody a little encouragement. Say, hey, if you point in the right direction, you might come run some of this and just see what happens. There might be a place for you here at midnight that's not dirt. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
regardless of what you're capable of racing, we got a place for you here.
Yeah, absolutely. We got developmental league, we got the dirt league, we got the Xfinity league, truck series. We got a series for everybody. So we got a spot here for you if you want to take your shot at it and run with us and see what you got.
Getting an invite now. They didn't have you as a friend apparently, so I'm gonna have to send you an invite.
All right.
Hopefully they got everyone. Getting the word that it's good to go. They're doing 2 pace laps. It's a small track. You got 15 guys going at it. It's gonna take a second to get ordered up here. But I think we definitely got some key guys in place that definitely make this thing work. It starts with Smoke Fan, but he's got some people in place, for an event like this where he's not able to make it, and he's got, AJT first and foremost has done a lot for this league, and Bellevue Hyper have done a great job at recruiting some guys into this league, and looks like we are good to go. I'm going to send you an invite right now, my friend.
All right.
If I didn't have so many friends, it wouldn't take me so long to get down to you.
Yeah, if my name wasn't so complicated, it wouldn't take so long either.
I feel it, brother. Did you get my invite?
Yeah, I got it.
Good deal. So obviously with this dirt stuff, we don't really have, tire fuel strategy or anything like this. It's running, whoever can run the fastest consistent laps is usually the person that wins the race. We haven't had too many cautions throughout these dirt series races. We seen a late one last week, and that changes everything. It looks like we're going green now. The 99 off to a humongous lead off the rip.
Yeah, 99 of Hyper right off the start.
Absolutely. No shocker there. Definitely got to back these corners up. You got to let out a little early to, have that good exit. And he's running her down there. Pretty clean start so far. This is my first time in the booth for the dirt.
Was it?
Yes, sir.
Nice. Oh, we got some battles here going on in the back with the 36 and some guys back there. They were 3 wide in the corner. Wish we had a live stream though.
Somebody with a lap counter. Yeah, that's what I was just getting ready to say.
And 99 of Hyper already off to a big lead.
Well, from what I heard after, the unfortunate events last week, Smoke Fan took that win, and he, in my opinion, I know there was some disagreement on how the final laps went down, but in my opinion, I think, it was a racing incident at the very most, and Hyper left some room, and Smoke Fan took it. I don't think that, he did anything wrong, and, in my opinion, everyone's got their own opinion depending on what kind of driver you are on the track yourself. But I think Hyper, from what I heard, he was out practicing for this race the second that race was over to get ready for this one. So, oh yeah, he was ready to get it. This could be a big points night for him. We got a playoff system here, so Smoke Fan, Hyper, I believe Bellevue are all locks. I mean, even if I know they both have wins, even if they didn't, they're so far up in the points right now that it wouldn't matter.
And it looks like the 83 there. It looks like he's closing the gap a little bit on Hyper.
That's BT Racing. That's our number 2 qualifier. Hyper ran a 2.51. B2 ran a 2.65 in qualifying. So I mean, he wasn't too far off. But like I said, you can be fast on this dirt, but you have to run consistent laps, and the only way you can run consistent laps is if you have a clear track ahead of you and not too many people behind you. And these two guys right now are the only two on the track that don't have anyone too far or too close in front of them and not too close behind them. So
yeah, definitely.
While we're on this race, I'd like to give a shout out to quite a few people here. First and foremost, Smoke Fan again, but let's not forget about what happened yesterday, man. We had the esports draft. Our boy Slade, old Slade. I wouldn't even say old because he's the farthest thing from old. He's a fresh one.
Yep.
Kid 16 got the #1 draft pick from Wood Brothers. Got the call down from Wood Brothers. Said, "Hey, we're flying you out. Thinking about taking you #1." They took him #1, and a lot of guys on top of that. I mean, we had Smoke Fan, Slade, Bags. I mean, WVU, Diesel Piles, Fluffy, Joe Meister. I mean, Midnight as a whole took half of the draft, and I think that's a pretty accomplishing feat considering how far along we are here at Midnight. And so just a big shout out to all them guys, and congratulations, and especially congratulations just to everyone, even the rest of the guys on PS4, all the guys over there on Xbox. If you guys are watching it, congratulations. You obviously caught somebody's eye and got yourself a spot, and I believe they said the season starts in May.
Yep, and also just a big shout out to Nvidia Gaming. He actually lives 5 minutes from me, and he got drafted by Go Fast Racing, so he'll be on the same team as FedEx there, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that was on the Xbox side?
Yeah, he lives 5 minutes from me.
There you go.
Yep. So that's pretty cool.
I think it's about safe to say here that Hyper's in a rhythm. He's done checked out.
Oh yeah.
We'll see what happens once they start getting into lap traffic, because I believe that will be a thing here before too long. But everyone has kept it clean so far. We got a good battle for third over here. That's The 33 of Bellevue and the 04 of David Wallace. Oh, the 80 gets into the wall there. That's Kenseth.
Kenseth is a newcomer, if I'm correct, isn't he?
I believe he raced last week or the week after.
Oh, got some contact there with the 33 and the 04.
The 76 of Charlie lagged out or backed out, one of the two. That's one thing I hope that will get improved on this game, is that we have a ticker of who is in what place on this game and a lap counter.
Yes.
I understand that still early on with this game, but I believe that if it don't happen on an update on this game, because you don't get updates very often for this game, but
nope.
I would hope that in the future, especially Heat 4, which hopefully comes out this year, that is a thing, because I think broadcasting league races of all sorts is getting more popular by the day, and if you would like your league race broadcasted and you don't have anyone to do it, get a hold of us and we will try to do our best to fit you in a time frame that works good for your league and what we got going on. We got races going on right now, Monday through Friday. We're looking to consolidate it a little bit and run maybe 2 races a night eventually down the road, but it is not a for sure thing. But hopefully we can free some nights up so we can actually do some broadcasting for other leagues that don't have people to broadcast it on YouTube.
Yeah, even like Saturday nights or Sunday nights.
Yeah, I mean we'll see what happens, but we're trying to be an open community here and just help out the overall NASCAR Heat community. There's so many people trying to start up leagues, and I think that if they're a little bit on the rough side, if you get them broadcasted to a network and people are watching, hey, people will be like, people on the track would maybe just settle down a little bit and not be so aggressive. I mean, don't get me wrong, you've seen our cup races over the last few weeks, and there's been some good action in a lot of them, but we have had quite a few cautions in most of them races so far, and I think it's just because a lot of the guys that are involved in Cup, I don't even know what it was. I think we came to a conclusion that last week had maybe a little bit something to do with the 2019 update.
Right.
I don't know if that was the case or not, but there was a lot of guys that agreed with it, so it's hard for me to disagree with it.
Yeah, there was a lot of lag in that last race last week.
So,
where do you guys race this week?
We got Auto Club tomorrow, bro. Well, I won't be there. Last week was my last
That's right.
Cup race. Unfortunately, it hurts, but that is the cruel life of sometimes having to suck up your pride and take a job that you don't necessarily want, but you got to do to survive. Which looks like here we're getting into lap traffic. We got cars at every single part of this track right now.
Yeah, absolutely. This is looking a lot like Dover after 20 laps.
Yeah. But heck, man, this looks a lot like the Cup race at Vegas last week after about 5 laps. Oh, we got a car turned around on turn 3. Who is that? That is... Oh, he just backed up. That was a 36 of Sergeant Saul's. Guy who, I tell you what, he is a vet, I believe. He didn't have the best qualifying run, but he had done a great job in every race that he's been in so far of staying out of the way. If, you know, someone might have been a little bit faster, come up behind him, so that's respectable. I hate to see that he lagged out like that. Maybe he was just trying to stay out of the way that way. He didn't have to do all that, but going back to the leader here, the 99, I would think we're coming up to close on halfway at this point, right?
I would think so.
I sent a message in the chat, does anybody got live stream up? But we haven't had a caution for anyone to reply, so. But you know who the leader is. And we know who's in second place. Hyper's dealing with some lap traffic here.
Yeah, it's gonna slow him up and allow B2 Racer to maybe catch up to him a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see. They're running the high line. You got the 22 of D Pope and the 23 of Hunter in front of them right now. Hunter and D Pope, I believe have raced at least 1 or 2 races so far in our dirt series, but they are doing a respectable thing right now and know who is behind them, and they're side by side. It's going to be hard to do right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say them guys are holding them up a little.
That's the 27. Excuse me, sorry. That's Footworks.
Yeah, he just made contact with him. I think he was getting a little frustrated here. 27 is going to race him hard here. Oh, we got contact there. 22.
Well, the 27's around. We might have a call. Big wreck. He just took out the second place car. This isn't the first time I've seen that happen. The 27 does not take things lightly. And no caution. That is unfortunate.
So
I believe there will probably be some words after this race.
Yeah, there was no reason for 27 to run him that hard.
No, not at all. I know, he was trying to stay away, out of the way at first, but when they got side by side, he even got clear of the 22 and still refused to get out of the way. Ended up getting Hyper out of his groove. If I'm Hyper, you know what? If you're not going to get out of my way, dude, I'm going to move you out of my way. Plain and simple. It's unfortunate, though, that our second place qualifier got taken out in the process.
Yeah, that is unfortunate for him.
Who is that behind him? That's Bellevue. Bellevue. We haven't talked much about him so far, but he is always strong. These two guys are some of the best on dirt, in my opinion. They've been strong every race they've been in. I know Bellevue missed a race a few weeks back, or maybe 2. I don't remember. But Bellevue is definitely one that's always really good on dirt. And if anyone's going to have something for him at this point, I guess it's got to be him, because I don't know if any of these guys behind him are even on the lead lap yet. While we get done talking about that, what races are you going to be in this week, Twisted?
I'm not going to be in. I'm gonna try to make the Xfinity race, but I have something that I have to go to at 7:30, so that's gonna be cutting it close. And I don't know where the truck race is this weekend or this week.
I will tell you our schedule for the week after tomorrow night. Trucks tomorrow night at Bristol, trucks at Atlanta.
Trucks at Atlanta this week?
Trucks are Atlanta this week. Where was the Xfinity race at last week? Was that Auto Club?
Last week it was Auto Club, so I don't know.
Both of them are Atlanta. Both of them are Atlanta this week. Our developmental series We'll be at Dover this week. It was supposed to be last Friday, but we had some things come up. Everyone anticipating the draft. Things got real busy real quick. Just didn't happen. We might have a doubleheader Friday night from what I heard originally. I don't know if that's going to be for sure. We may see Dover and Iowa Friday night. We are definitely, well, tomorrow night, Auto Club for, you know, our Cup Series. You're going to see a lot of changes tomorrow night after the draft. You're going to see a lot of guys driving a lot of different cars. We may see Bags in a 20. We may see... I don't even want to start speculating because I don't even really know. That's something that's definitely going to have to get figured out between now and tomorrow. I know it's supposed to be talked about. It has been a little bit talked about. But you're definitely going to see some, you know, Slade. What number do you think he's going to be in? I mean, obviously the 21.
Yeah,
So,
he actually was doing a poll on Twitter asking people what paint scheme they want him to run, and I believe most people said the Quaker State one. So,
go vote.
So,
whatever everyone's voting for, go vote for the other one. Shout out Slade.
Yeah, absolutely. Whoa!
Hey, I'm telling you what, man. Oh, we got a tight battle here for the lead now. Check this out. Bellevue has caught back up to Hyper. I shouldn't say caught back up. He is now catching up to Hyper. And I am much more digging his entry point than Hyper's. That he's getting a heck of a run. We are gonna have a battle here. We got a lot of battles all over the track. You got the 8 of Mook and no, I done. Well, it's the 8 of Mook and the 22 of D Pope battling back here. I wish I knew what place. D Pope just got that out of shape there. And when you got these long races on a short track where you just don't know where somebody's at, man, it's I hate it, man. I hate it for anyone that's watching the race right now because the only 2 people I know are in what place at this point is Hyper and Bellevue.
Yep.
Which Hyper looks like he kind of spread it out a little, the lead a little bit more here, but I think we're about 3/4 away from the end of this race. I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm right on board here with Bellevue there. Just trying to see where exactly it is that he's gaining or where he's losing.
Well, he's taking this high arc and getting exit speed where Bellevue is kind of just like taking this straight diving in, drifting up the track, getting a little exit speed. It's working for him. These dirt setups, man, they are so weird compared to asphalt setups. Everything's in increments of 2. I mean, I don't know. Smoke has tried to show me some stuff, and I'm just like, dude, like, what could be track bar on asphalt cars? It completely reacts differently in these cars. It's completely different.
Yeah, absolutely. I never understood dirt.
When this game first came out, man, I used to race it on default. And I just put it, I mean, I knew it was too tight the first time I played it, so I put every fucking, excuse me. That was my dog. No. No. I put all my sliders on 9, and I liked it at that point, but it wasn't something I was going to do every day. It wasn't going to be something I ventured into doing every day. And as we see more lap traffic here, I think this is Bellevue's best friend.
Yep.
Ooh, we took a He took a low
Whoa.
entry there. He's all over him here. I believe we are getting close to the closing laps, because if we weren't, I don't think Bellevue would be this aggressive. But he's going to get a good run here. He's going to get underneath. I'm like, oh, no, he didn't. I thought he was going to.
Yeah, he's he's right there.
I think at this point, he's got to give him a bump and run, because if he doesn't, I think Hyper's... here he goes. He's underneath him. Here we go.
Side-by-side battle here for the lead.
Got to... yeah,
Got a better run up the corner.
right there. He's
got more lap traffic.
Oh, he got into the wall, but he took a low entry, gets into the side of him a little bit. What a battle for the lead here.
Yeah, this is impressive. This lap traffic coming up is definitely going to be a difference maker, though.
I agree. So I don't know how many laps are left, but who are you taking? You taking the 33 or the 66 or the 99? Sorry.
I'm gonna go with the underdog in this situation. I'll go with the 33.
I love it as much as I love to see it. I just don't think it's gonna happen right now. He had a couple chances there to, you know, try and rough him up a little bit. These dirt cars are not nearly as uncontrollable when somebody even remotely comes a foot within you. I mean, there is definitely like a bubble around the car. You get within a couple inches of somebody, it might throw them off the track. You get it a little bit here on dirt, but it's not nearly as bad. You can still recover from it. At this point, I think Bellevue is just he needs to regain it. I mean, he's trying. Was that it? Is that it?
It looks like it.
And if that's the case, Hyper is our winner. Bellevue is second. And I don't know who's third.
Or do we have a caution?
I highly doubt it. I did see one car through the infield, and it was, I believe, the 27.
Let's find out here.
Unless he drove down there just to finish, I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. Well, I guess at the least it was a caution. I don't know who's where. That
looks
was
like
the end of the race. Hyper is your winner, followed by Bellevue, and well, I guess we'll have to find out by one of them who the heck was in third. Actually, we can find out right here, maybe. AJT.
AJT was third. There we go.
Yes, sir. All right.
99, 33, and 7.
I will get those guys in here right now. And as soon as I invite them, I need to switch controllers before mine dies. Apparently I don't have him as a friend. Either that or he's showing offline.
Yeah, I don't have I don't think I have Bellevue as a friend.
I got Bellevue, I know that for a fact. I thought I had Hyper. Or no, his name starts with an X, don't it? Yep, there he is. Alright. Waiting for our winner to join up here in the party chat, and I'm I'm hoping that, between him and Bellevue, we got a good conversation going on. I was surprised to see a late race battle like that. That was nice to see, especially after B2 Racing got absolutely wiped out by the 27 mid-race. That was the only other person that was contending up until then, but Bellevue definitely caught back up, and it was impressive. Knowing how fast that both them guys are, I guess it should be a little less impressive, but why is he not joining up? There he is. You want this one? Take it twisted.
All right. Hey, Hyper.
What's up?
Congratulations.
Hey. Thank you.
It was a great race there. You and Bellevue had quite the closing battle there. Talk us through that and everything that was kind of going through your mind.
I'll tell you what, that lap traffic, it played a big difference into that. I had about a second lead on Bellevue, and we got together with some lap traffic. Next thing I know, he's beating and banging on my bumper. And I seen him go down low with, I don't know, 10 laps to go or so, and I'm like, oh boy, I better get going. My car pretty much, went downhill after about 10 to go, but I was thinking for sure he was going to get me, but I guess his tires went to hell too, but I guess it all played out, so works for me.
Yeah, man. You definitely had a great showing again. You showed that you were one of the dominant cars in the Dirt Series. You've shown out every week so far up into this point. How long, obviously this ain't your first time running on dirt in this game, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
no, not the first time.
No, I know, not on this game. I mean, before NASCAR Heat 3.
I mean, I've raced on iRacing too quite a bit. I do that once in a while, but I guess I just stick to this game. It's a lot more. I find it a lot more relaxing, I guess you can say.
Really?
I want to touch in here on one thing. I seen what happened to you there last week, so getting the win back this week definitely has to make up for it. Especially, unfortunately, Smoke wasn't there tonight because of some personal things. But you only had a couple points lead on them after last week, so this week definitely helps out there. Even though both of you are locked into the playoffs, and he'll be there, he'll definitely be putting in the work. But I also know, from what I heard, you were putting in work since last Monday night for this race. One thing I was going to ask you, what did you absolutely see what happened to B2 behind you when he was behind you in second place? Was that lap traffic that got into him, or?
Well, when I was coming up on lap traffic and I was passing, I think it was a 27 car and the other guy. Well, they were battling for position, right? So I was going to try split them right down the middle of 1 and 2, and then I got dive bombed by, I think, 27 car, and I got pushed up into Hunter. And then next thing I know, B2 got taken out or something. Something happened, so I wasn't quite sure.
That's what I seen. I just wanted to make sure that was confirmed. But hey, you checked out from the beginning. You did an amazing job from the beginning of the race. I thought maybe B2 was going to have something for you, but you, like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, when you got two guys that qualified as fast as you guys did, it doesn't matter, as close as it was. It's okay being fast, but you got to run fast, consistent laps.
You got to be consistent. Yeah, I mean, consistency in this game is key.
And you were consistent. And I know that you were watching that rearview mirror, and I seen you get a little out of line a few times when he was inching up on you. You were diving it in, he was taking a high arc, but then, I seen him start to run your line, and you started to run his line a little bit and then pulled away from him again. I seen him get in the wall a couple times, but that was a good battle there. It was exciting to see. I just wish we'd had a lap counter. We didn't even know when the end of the race was.
Oh, what the heck. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we can figure something out, in the near future to do that.
Absolutely.
you know, it'd be nice for you guys to have, I guess. But yeah, it was a
Oh
good
yeah,
race
and a
all in
lap
all. So
counter or a ticker of who's and where, and how many laps
right,
down. Because I mean,
yeah.
you were driving through lap traffic, and I looked like everyone was for the most part respectable, except for a couple guys, and
Well,
it happens.
that lap traffic though, I mean, that makes it a lot more funner. You know what I mean? I
Yeah, it
mean,
might have been why Bellevue caught up to you and made a
exactly. You
good
know
race.
that's what I told Bellevue too, and I was like, because he told me like, yeah, I was knocking on your back bumper. I was like, yeah, I know you were. And he goes, oh, like the only reason why you caught me is because of that lap traffic. And you know, that's what I told him too. Is that lap traffic plays a big factor. You know, especially in this game, it gives the person in second, third, or fourth, or fifth, you know, another opportunity to catch the leader that you know might be a second or two ahead of everybody. You know what I mean? You know, and what you did
Absolutely.
again. You know, if you guys remember watching at Charlotte, you know, and I was going through that lap traffic, and B2 just about got me there. You know, with 10 to go or whatever it was, and we had a good battle there. But that's always fun when you gotta go through light traffic, I guess, when they want to move out of the way or you know something like that. But yeah,
You definitely know who the top of the guys of the field are when you're talking to the same guys every week here. So, uh,
yep.
congratulations, man. If Twisted doesn't have anything for you, we are going to get Bellevue in here. But yeah, dude, congratulations on your lead and or on your win, and you're maintaining your points lead. And just be ready for smoke next week.
Alrighty. Thanks,
Good
guys.
win tonight, brother.
Thank you.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
And there he is, Bellevue.
What's up, guys?
What's up, brother?
Nothing much.
Hey, congrats on your
Race, huh?
second place finish. Looked like, well, from what we just heard from Hyper, I know you always have a fast car at dirt. I know that, because I'm a slow car and I watch the people that pass me, if I'm going 3 laps down. So, you know, hey, you called up to him whether it was lead traffic or not. I know you had a fast car. Um, what what was your remaining, or what were your thoughts when you were like, you know, you were on his bumper for there about what 3 4 laps? You were on his bumper.
Yeah. I didn't
You
really
got
turn it
under him
on
one
till
time.
yeah, I didn't really turn it on till about the 60th lap. I started coming on pretty good. I run some pretty good lap times. I couldn't seal the deal, man. I got to him. I got under him a couple times. It's hard to pass on that track and do it clean, you know. But
Absolutely,
hats off to him, man. He's got a fast ride.
he definitely does, and as do you. Well, like I just mentioned him. We know who the fast guys are on this dirt surface when talking to the same people almost every week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Twisted.
Yeah, man, absolutely. You've been showing just like Hyper there. You've been showing out every week. Consistent finishes, been competitive, man. Proud to have you in the series with us.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all for what y'all do too, man.
Yeah, great run tonight, buddy.
Hey, we only try. We just hope that eventually we can find out who's in what place and how many laps down and how many laps we got left. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. 704 is
Oh
gonna
yeah.
make that happen.
Sure, man. It was a
Hey,
blast,
man,
guys.
good job on your second place finish. That's definitely gonna help you out on points. I know you missed a couple weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I
So
missed
that
Bristol, I believe.
have you won a race yet?
Yeah, I wanted Eldora.
Oh, there you go. So I believe that you, Hyper, and Smoke are the only 3 locked into the playoffs right now based off wins. I don't know about points. I'll have to check that out afterwards. I know AJT is definitely going to be on top of that. Speaking to the guy, I got to get him in here because he is our 3rd place finisher. But hey, brother, good race tonight. I thank you for making it exciting because after after the 83 B2 got knocked out a second place, I didn't think that anyone was going to have anything for Hyper. And next thing you know, here's this guy in 33.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That was bad luck for B2. He had a fast ride too, dude, and
He
just
definitely did.
just bad luck right there coming through that track.
Absolutely. But hey, man, congratulations on the second place to help you out in points. move on to next week.
Alrighty, thank y'all guys.
Hey, thank you. Twisted, you can take this one.
All right, and he was in the 17, right?
No, he was in the 7.
He was, he was in the 7?
Yep.
All right.
And he is here right now.
Hey, AJT.
Gentlemen, how we doing?
Good,
I forgot
good.
to ask these guys. I forgot to ask all of them. Did you even have your party settings to always allow?
Yeah, it should be good there.
All right.
Right. Well, AJT, it's been a while since we've seen you. But you had a great showing here on the Dirt Series race. This ain't your first time running on dirt, is it?
No, I've took a lap or two around these places before.
Just a lap or two?
For 1,000.
1,000.
Million.
But yeah, man, you had a great showing. Did you think you had anything there for Hyper or Bellevue?
No, man, definitely not those two guys. They definitely had us covered. I don't know what happened there to B2 at the jump. He was very competitive early. I don't know if he got caught up in lap traffic or what, but that was a bad deal for him. But in terms of those two guys, Hyper and Bellevue, they they were wheeling and dealing. Those were a couple rocket ships. I didn't have anything for them. I think we finished 5 seconds off of their pace. Me and David had a hell of a battle for about 20 laps there, fighting for third. We were probably about a half a straight behind those guys, but I nosed them out there at the end and got third. But hats off to David, running real clean. It was a lot of fun. And those two guys up front, man, I don't know. Y'all got to do something else. Go somewhere else.
They're still in here too.
Good.
But yeah, man, definitely had a great showing there. Are you going to be running in the Cup Series or any of the other series in Midnight, or?
I don't know. I talked to Smoke. I was going to try to jump in the developmental one on Friday, but I was out of town over the weekend. But I'd love
This
to jump
Friday,
in
Dover.
anytime. So you didn't do Friday Dover last time?
Nope. We got Dover this week. We also possibly might be doing a
Xfinity, right?
doubleheader. Xfinity, yes sir.
All right, yeah, we'll catch up on the logistics of that later.
Yeah. We'll get to that.
That sounds
we'd
good.
love to see you out there, man.
Thank you guys, appreciate it.
And
Thanks for
thank
what
you
you
for
guys
what
do.
you do for the Dirt Series, man. You've been a huge help. All three of you that are in this party chat, Hyper, Bellevue, AJT, you guys have, held it together today. As far as Smoke being out, so I appreciate that very much. I know
thank
he
you, NRG,
appreciates
and thanks for your
guys.
help. Thanks for your help tonight, getting us all lined up and ready to go there. Couldn't
Hey,
have
no
without
problem,
you, so
man.
appreciate
Sometimes when a person's down, you got to try to cover the best you can. So
That's
it's
right,
a
dude,
team
and I think
effort
we
here,
did.
and we're a family, man. Regardless, at the end of the day, you might have hurt feelings towards somebody that you're close to, but at the end of the day, it's just a racing game,
That's
It's
it, buddy.
life.
And I'll have them points dialed up. We're just gonna points into the death here with 7 car, third, fourth, fifth. That's what we're gonna do the rest of the
And
season.
go ahead and put yourself in last.
Thanks,
No,
guys.
thank
Good
y'all
run,
for what you
Hyper.
do.
Good run,
Yep.
Bellevue. Hell of a job, guys.
Yeah, thank you. Great run there, buddy. But
Alrighty.
yeah, I believe we're gonna wrap her up here. You want,
Got our sponsors.
yes, sir.
Got our sponsors: Reload, Focus, and Energy Form, Fade Grips, Running Impact, Import. I'm sitting here trying to read. Never mind. Travis Brain and Tanner Berryhill. Excuse me, I did not mean to say that. I should be banned from the channel. It's time for us to log out of here. I'm gonna be hearing about this one. No, it's all good.
Ronin Impact. All right. On that note, and just a really big shout out again to Smoke Fan and all of the competitors here at the Midnight Broadcast Network. Everyone.
You should just say it again because I don't deserve any credit for saying anything right.
and of course RoninImports.com. We couldn't be here without any of them. But yeah, tomorrow the Reload Energy Cup Series is going to be taken to the fast track there of Auto Club Speedway. That should be exciting. Draft obviously has a lot to do with it, and who decided to run that.
A lot of new guys and a lot of new cars.
Yeah, absolutely. So everybody that's probably watched all of our races before is probably going to be really, really confused. So we'll do our best to make sure that everybody is aware of who you're watching or who you're looking out for. But for all of us here in the booth, we hope you enjoyed the show or enjoyed the race. Wow, show. And remember, tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Reload Energy Focused Cup Series at Auto Club. Thank you all for joining. And